Most financial contracts, even though lawyers like to mess them up, they're really based on well-defined mathematical and logical relationships that you can program into computers. So they won't be exactly the same as the traditional contract, and there may be a few edge cases that a lawyer would want to have in there that won't be in there. But in the vast majority of cases, it will work. It will be automated, so you're not calling up lawyers. It will work the same in Albania, in Russia, China, United States. And so you're getting all this new capability at that cost, which is sometimes going to be a smaller cost of not taking into account so many edge cases. So it will be, they won't be exactly one-to-one match. Smart contracts are inspired by contracts. They'll have clauses that sometimes look a lot like traditional contract clauses, but in the end, the things that work on smart contracts will be somewhat different. So for example, the insurance example, as you and I both talked about, we don't know how to do claims adjustment and a lot of the other things in insurance right now. But one thing that's closer to reality that we might be able to do are things called parametric contracts. So for example, you define a drought condition, and Swiss Re and others are actually investigating these. You define a drought condition based on weather station data, and certain weather station data is defined as being a drought. And you pay off the money based on whether that weather station data triggers the condition of drought, based on the formula that you read on and are running on the blockchain. And that can be fairly pure. That doesn't have a lot of the uncertainty about what is a car accident and so forth. And another example of that is hotel bookings. If there's a flood, you could get flood damage directly and go to the claims adjuster, and hopefully they'll define it properly as a flood and water damage and so forth and give you your money. But a parametric contract would be hotel bookings, where a hotel would buy the smart contract that if the hotel bookings in that town go down, and of course this relies on an oracle to accurately port hotel bookings, but assuming not, you can do that, and it's a lot simpler task, then you'd expect hotel bookings to go down in a flood, even for people who haven't been flooded, because people outside New Orleans, for example, here New Orleans has been flooded, we're not going to go. And so hotel bookings all over go down, everybody loses business, and you get insured by participating in this contract. So that's a kind of contract you'll be able to do global and worldwide with a lot lower cost, a lot less bureaucracy. But it's not the same as insurance, a very different thing. So these will be complementary, and insurance isn't going to go away anytime soon.